I did something really foolish and, like, some would say irresponsible, but I had to save myself, to save my creativity. About a month ago, I moved into this tiny little studio apartment. It's like a little bachelorette pad downtown, and it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie, I can't really afford it. Despite having a home, I do have a home in the suburbs, just outside the city, but I just didn't feel inspired there. And usually I'm around a bunch of people, like I live with other people in that home and I have kids, and for so long that's been my number one excuse is, well, I don't have a dedicated space. I never had a dedicated space to create. Well, here we are, and I can't really fucking afford it, but here we are. So along with this decision, I am creating this series that I call A Fool's Journey to Fame, where it's sort of, well, it is inspired by the Fool's Journey in tarot. I used to be a tarot card reader. I did professionally for years and years, like, 15 years ago. I started doing that, and I did it for many years. And it sort of inspired this journey of self-actualization, of reclaiming my artistic integrity and creativity, and having y'all follow along. I mean, I hope you guys follow along. I hope I attract an audience with this, because the end goal isn't just fame. And I don't say fame as like an empty egoic way, because I couldn't care less. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be fucking Taylor Swift. I'm not here to do that. But I do believe that fame is a very important resource. We must have a level of fame as artists to be able to do our craft in a comfortable and successful way. At least for me, I'm a musician, an aspiring filmmaker. I'm working on an original movie right now. I'm still in like the pre-production phase, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, back to the series, A Fool's Journey. There's 22 cards in the major arcana, and they all represent specific archetypes pertaining to the fool's journey through life. So, I mean, it's representative of a cycle of life, and I want my journey to reflect that cycle. And I want y'all to follow along and see how things develop and unfold. And I'll be posting weekly vlogs, like 1 to 2 weekly vlogs, with some performance videos in there, some guitar videos. I'm an aspiring lead guitar player, so I'm gonna force myself to go to open jams and just give her hell and improvise, and which is something I'm terrified of. I'm pushing myself to do a ton of things that I am terrified of. I'm gonna be busking again. I'm going to challenge myself to do things that I've never done outside of my comfort zone. I'm going to climb a mountain and fucking post a cover of Rocky Mountain Way, like things like that. I'm going to do like weekly challenges pertaining to music and to art, and to like, and getting myself out of my comfort zone. For so long, I've struggled with this cycle of insecurity and fear of being seen and idleness. And it's time that I break free from those chains and be a little bit selfish and do this for me, yes, but also for my family, also for my community. Like I am an artist for the people. I love to give back, and I love to inspire my community, especially my Indigenous community. I'm Cree Métis, and I grew up in northern Alberta in a tiny little Native community, Treaty 8 territory. I was a teen mom. I moved to the city when I was 17 for the first time, and I was completely culture shocked. I've gone through, mental health struggles and poverty and addictions, and I've been through it all, and now I'm just at a place in my life where I feel like I need to just go all in and lock in and give it my all before I get too old, because I ain't getting any younger, you know, I'm in my late 30s. So it's my time. It's my time now. And I would just love for you guys to follow this journey, because it is going to be a hell of a ride, I think. And it has been so far in the past month. I've been gathering some footage and some shit has gone down, and I will keep you guys updated in the next video, but some shit has gone down. And in the theme of the Fool, right? I'm living in the energy of the Fool. It's the first card in the Major Arcana. The last card is the World, where everything all comes together. But I've been living in that Fool energy. I've been taking leaps of faith and being sort of like childlike again, embracing my playful side. And it's been doing a lot. It's been doing a lot for me living in that energy. There's something in me that is like reigniting again, you know, like my passion is it's bubbling up to the surface, and I'm getting inspired again to create art, to write music. And I'm not sure how long this phase is going to last. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned this, but like each card of the Major Arcana, they have their own themes, and I'm not putting any time constraints on each theme, each card. I could be in the Fool energy for a week, maybe 2, maybe a month. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm just going to keep going until I feel like I've graduated from each theme, each archetype, and move on to the next thing. And we'll see how that mirrors my real life, my artistic journey, because there will be parallels. Because I am like living in the energy of these archetypes and seeing what happens, what transpires from bringing that energy into my life as a creator. So with that being said, that's it. It's scary talking to the camera like this. I don't do this. I'm like big on editing. I cut everything up because I'm always like, what? But I'm not doing that anymore. I just want to be like as real as possible and talk to you like I would talk to a friend, because you are my friend and I want to make more friends. And I never read off chat GPT scripts. I did have a script in front of me, but I was typing that from my own brain earlier. But I figured, you know what? I don't want to be looking here. It's too much of a distraction. Rather than writing scripts, I'm just going to be speaking from my heart and my soul, because that's just how I roll. I'm a Pisces. Anyway, so that's it. That's my spiel, and I hope you guys follow along. There's going to be a lot of little Easter eggs kind of planted through the series, and I just want to see how you like what your perception is of how these themes like tie together in my life, and how it moves me through this process. And hopefully hopefully I do gather a little some fame. Like some fame would be nice. Because I want to do this like full time and be successful at it, and support my family and then some, and my community. That's the end goal. I just want to be able to give back, you know, as an artist is so important for me. And also like reclaiming my indigeneity through my language. That's a whole other thing that I'll talk about in another video, but I'm also on that journey of reclaiming my language, revitalizing my language through music. And if you want to see an example of that, I have a video. It kind of went a little viral. It's a music video. It's a cover of Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song. And it got, I think, over 200,000 views. But you can check that out and see what I mean. I sing that song in Cree, and I plan on releasing more of those. I'm actually releasing a cover of Black Sabbath's War Pigs in Cree very soon, and we just shot the music video, so I'm just in the editing process of that, and I hope y'all appreciate it and follow along on this journey. Ooh, scary. All right. Okay, bye.